Hello everybody, welcome to Beer Detour. As always, I'm host Miguel Brambila on today's very special episode, and yes, it's another very special episode. They're all special to me. It's something that made my head turn as I was going down the aisles. This is Sierra Nevada's Wonderland Nectarine Ale. So we're gonna break into this bad boy. We're gonna see what it looks like. We're gonna see what it tastes like, and then we're gonna give it a score. Let's do this, guys. On deck, we have Sierra Nevada's Wonderland Nectarine Ale, and that's right, you heard it right, Nectarine Ale. So I was very curious when I walked past this in the grocery aisle, because I wasn't sure if this was more like a cider or an actual beer. Now, if you're not familiar with Sierra Nevada, you can go check them out at sierranevada.com. They have a very interesting story. They started from Ken Grossman back in the 1980s, and they've been making a lot of American craft beer. Now, they are out of Chico, California. And let's get into the details here. So this has an ABV, or alcohol by volume, of 7.5%. And it also has a score of 25 on the IBU, which measures the bitterness of the beer. Now, like I said, I wasn't too sure if this was more like a cider or a beer. The IBU score that it has, 25, is pretty low, but you would imagine so, because this is, you're buying this for the nectarine flavor. You don't want it to be too bitter or too hoppy. 7.5, if you're familiar from my last video, said usually my taste test when it comes to beers, a good score for the ABV is usually 5.5 to 7.0 for myself personally, but I do like to try new things, so this is something that caught my eye and I'm very curious about. So let's break open this bad boy, see what it looks like, see what it tastes like, and then of course we're gonna give it a score. All right, so now it is time to pour Sierra Nevada's Wonderland Nectarine Ale. I did want to mention to you guys, this has Crystal, Mosaic, and Azacca hops, and also Kolsch yeast. All right, so very curious about this. It's a Nectarine Ale. Let's pour this bad boy here. And there it is. Ooh, okay. So it's a lot lighter than I would imagine. So this dark beer here, the brown of this beer kind of covers the actual true color, which is pretty bright yellow, very clear, almost Pilsner style color here. Wow, bright golden color, but very see-through. Wow, okay. And you can see very little head there, evaporating quite quickly. All right, so now it is time to give this a taste test. So let's smell the aroma here a little bit. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm not getting too much of a scent from this. Now, like I was saying before, it does have a very light appearance, which is a little strange because I was saying before, the bottle is very dark, which is good for not letting the light in to the beer, which preserves the beer. And that's why they make the sort of darker bottle style beer, so protect it. But in this case here, it really was a little strange to pour out this really light beer here. And as I was smelling it, I'm not getting that floral, citrusy, or even tropical notes. I'm not even getting a nectarine smell from it. So I'm very curious. Okay, well, I guess we will see. Let's taste test this bad boy here. Cheers, guys. Okay. Wow. So, yeah, not very bold, very soft, very light. I'm getting a little bit of that bitterness. Hop flavor, not too much nectarine. Okay, well that was a little bit of a letdown. I really thought this was gonna be really fruity and have a really bold, sort of strong nectarine flavor, but I'm not getting that. I mean, I'm getting the lightness from it. It's not strong in regards to the bitterness, of course. That score was really low, and I can see that. The clearness really gives things away as well. It doesn't have too much of a taste, to be honest with you guys, which is kind of a letdown. So this says, take it all in with an aroma of just picked fruit, bold hop flavor, and a bright burst of nectarine. I don't get any nectarine. I get a little bit of that hops in it. But if you saw us at the store and you were interested in it because of the nectarine, I think you'd be a little let down. I'm sorry to say, guys, this is not something that I would pick up again. And I'm sorry to say that because I was very curious to see if I would get that nectarine taste, and I really don't. It's a good beer. It's a really good like afternoon sort of chill vibe beer. And it does have a strong ABV alcohol content on there, but it's not something that I would recommend to somebody that is interested in a fruit beer. It just has very light smell to it, the aroma to it. It's very light, and then the taste is just a little hoppy, but you don't get that fruity flavor that you expect. I mean, look at this logo, it has a giant peach on there, nectarine on there, and you imagine yourself drinking this and enjoying that fruity beer flavor, and you just don't. So kind of a letdown, guys. I don't know about this one here. All right, so now it's time for my favorite part of the show, the beer detour score, beer detour rating. For this beer, because it was a little bit of a letdown, like I was letting you guys know, I did not taste any tropical, any citrus, any nectarine in this, which was very sad. You do get sort of a light malt hoppy flavor from it. I'm not sure what it is, but they kind of missed the mark with this one, to be honest with you. If you were looking for that fruity beer, if you were trying to find something like that, you'd be a little disappointed with this. I was also disappointed. So for that, I'm gonna give this a score of 6.8%. So I am so sorry, Sierra Nevada Wonderland Nectarine Ale, but you did not do it for me. I was expecting a lot more, and I'm sad to say this was not something that I would pick up again. Definitely has that malty sort of hoppy flavor, but no tropical, no notes of nectarine on there that I could taste or even smell. Very light. So there it is, guys. That is the Beer Detour score. All right, that's another episode of Beer Detour in the books. This time around, we had Sierra Nevada's Wonderland Nectarine Ale. Definitely didn't live up to the hype, guys. That's okay. That's what we're here for, to review all different types of beers. So if you want more content, you want more videos, make sure you subscribe down below. You want to hit that notification bell, that way you're alerted every time a new video drops. And also leave a like, it does help. I appreciate you guys tuning into the channel, checking out these new videos, and I will see you guys next time. See you guys.